I welcome you. Today we come together to celebrate World Poetry Day, a day dedicated to the power of words woven into words, a day that reminds us that poetry is more than just art. It is a force that shapes cultures, sparks revolutions, and speaks the truth that often go unspoken. An art form so profound and enduring that UNESCO in 1999, during its 38th General Conference in Paris, declared this day, 21st March, to honor the unique ability of poetry that captures the essence of human experience. UNESCO recognized poetry as a vital art form that contributes to cultural identity and creativity, and wanted to give it a dedicated space in the modern world. The date 21st March is not a coincidence. It is specifically chosen to align with the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere, symbolizing renewal and creativity. What is spring equinox? Spring equinox is basically the time of the year when North Pole and South Pole they collectively receive the sunshine at the same time. In simple terms, it is the first day of the spring. Now the question, what is the significance of this day? What is the need to celebrate poetry? Poetry has existed since the dawn of human civilization, from oral traditions to ancient epics to the revolutionary verses of modern poets. It has been the voice of love, resistance, and hope, challenging norms like the metaphysical poets from the 17th century, who prioritized intellectual conceits that confused many, or the three generations of the Romantic poets. The first generation influenced by the French Revolution, individual freedom and nature. The second generation emerged with rebellious, passionate, and experimental elements. And the third generation that moved towards a more melancholy, introspective, and realism. They paved the way for the Victorian and pre-Raphaelite poetry, inspiring change, which again questioned the concept of purity and religious brainwashing. Paving the way for the revolution, the famous revolution, art for art's sake. These poets and their poetry evoke rational thinking, and in case of extreme rationality, to be more humane. Across different literary periods, poets have used words to defy conventions in religion, politics, gender roles, class structures, and artistic expression. From medieval poetry that spoke of pagan heroism to the dawn of Renaissance poetry, where authorities are questioned, superstition, oppressive institutions were challenged by the likes of Alexander Pope in Enlightenment poetry, to rebelling against the industrialization, prioritizing human emotion, and celebrating the power of nature by the Romantics, challenging gender roles and the rise of women's voices, speaking about the consequence of marriage, women's autonomy, and lack of representation by Browning and Dickinson. Critiquing social hierarchy, exposing blind obedience by Chaucer and Tennyson, poetry being a refuge, a source of comfort, patriotism for the first generation Georgian war poets, and exposing terrors, horrors, and futility of war and the superficiality of heroism by the second generation Georgian war poets of World War I. Or when Ram Prasad Bismil said, Sarfaroshi Ki Tamanna Ab Hamare Dil Mein, a battle cry for revolutionaries, or when Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay's Vande Mataram became the anthem of the independence movement, or when Dalit poet Namdev Dasar cried, "Oh mother, why did you bring me in this world? You knew there was no space for us, no place to dream, no place to live." In conclusion, poetry has been a weapon against oppression, a voice for the marginalized, a tool for a change. Whether through challenging political tyranny, breaking artistic conventions, and fighting for gender and racial equality, or reshaping language itself, poets have dismantled traditional norms and redefined societal values. The evolution of human consciousness, proving that words, even in verse, have the power to revolutionize the world. We celebrate this day to honor the poets who came before us, whose words have shaped history and to inspire the generations yet to come, ensuring that poetry continues to echo through generations. The day aims to encourage poetry readings, publishing efforts, and the teaching of poetry, ensuring that this literary art remains relevant in contemporary times. It also highlights lesser known poets and endangered languages promoting poetry as a means of preserving and celebrating cultural heritage worldwide. William Wordsworth, in his famous preface to lyrical ballads, said, "Poetry is emotion recollected in tranquility. That poetry emerges in a calm and reflective state. I spoke on how poetry brought changes in the world and society. It doesn't have to be. If you have ever read a phrase, a word, a song that has moved you, that is poetry. Ultimately, poetry is art and art is subjective. We get to define our own terms. We get to define it on our own terms. I get this question asked often, and recently, just last year, what is the purpose of literature? Now, poetry being one of the main branches of literature, its significance has been defined by many writers, thinkers, and artists. I'd like to share my favorite quote. It is from the movie The Poet Society. It's spoken by Robin Williams' character John Keating, who is a teacher. He says, "We don't read and write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we are members of the human race. And the human race is filled with passion. And medicine, law, business, engineering, these are noble pursuits and necessary to sustain life. But poetry, beauty, romance, love, these are what we stay alive for. The pen is mightier than swords. Never underestimate the power of ideas and words. Write words, carefully chosen words. With this, I urge you all, read poetry, write poetry, share poetry. Let poetry continue to inspire, challenge, and unite us all. I wish everyone a very happy World Poetry Day and all the best to the participants. Thank you.